Alrighty guys, what is going on, and welcome back here to another live stream. Hope everyone is doing well out there. Glad to have everybody here for today. So, as you probably have read by the title, we got ourselves a little bit of an update here for y'all regarding the tropics. Like I said, there's a possibility of a what we call a basically a subtropical storm. I don't know if you ever heard of that term before, but a subtropical storm basically means that it has some characteristics as a tropical storm, but there is a few limiting factors to not make it a tropical storm, if that makes any sense. Anyways, but what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing all right. Glad to have y'all here. Let's go ahead and see who is here for today. We got ourselves Erie. We have Turnover. We have Storm Chaser Mario. We have John. We have Kevin. We have, let's see, Clarissa. We have Hype. Spencer. We have Mark. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Lindy's here. Sam's here. Mackenzie's here. What is going on, everybody? I haven't seen y'all here in a little bit. Hope everyone is doing well out there. So, like I said, yeah, you probably have read by the title that we are expecting, some type of, subtropical development to occur here over the next few days. This will be impacting from basically middle portions here of, middle portions of next week. Models have been picking up on it over the last few days, actually, that we've been looking out for. Like I said, there is a possibility that we could be seeing a lot of impacts out of this here. So, like I said, this is actually a pretty rare situation that we have going on here. Like I said, I mean, you rarely see this. Like I said, especially around April, it's definitely really interesting. Definitely is really interesting. Let's see here. Happy Easter weekend, says Mimi. Well, thank you. You too. Absolutely. Let's see here. How am I, Andrew? I'm doing pretty good. Hope you're doing good as well. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and zoom over here to the American GFS model. So we track our way down here in time. Like I said, we track way down in time, and you notice how the GFS really starts to kind of pull up a little bit of something interesting here. You can see here for the 11th, basically the evening here, the 11th. Let's see here. Matt with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Saying Happy Easter. Enjoyed our conversation the other night. Yes, Matt. I enjoyed it as well. Thank you for the 5. Greatly appreciated. Liam with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying sorry it isn't much. Like I said, Liam, it's not about the amount. It's not about the amount at all. It's basically just, the thought that counts. And seriously, Liam, thank you so much for that. Thank you for everything. So it's Matt, Liam, thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciated. So, like I said, honestly, there could be multiple impacts here out of this system. What I really am concerned about is the potential for rainfall. Kind of seems what the main concern seems to be. Like I said, if I was to take a look here over at the in the models here, something I want to first address here for a moment is the fact that Florida is under a very big drought. Like I said, it's been absolutely dry across Florida. And this, honestly, to my Floridians out there who live out there, this could be good news for you. Definitely is something we should watch out for. Matthew, once again, Liam, thank you guys. Greatly appreciated for the super chats. Y'all absolutely rock. Thank you. But like I said, this thing could be really good for the people out there, towards the Florida region. Because like I said, you guys have not seen that much rainfall recently. So that's kind of one of the main things here. So if we track way down in time, here's the blend of models. You notice how this thing is likely going to be a big old rainmaker, for a potential a lot of places here. Now, right now, the models are still kind of in disagreement mode regarding who's going to get a lot of the rain, who's not. But overall, we do know that we are likely going to be seeing the potential here, of a lot of rainfall. And that's honestly good news. That's good news for a lot of people here. Let's see, I went back, read all. I can only remember half. Sorry. Matt, it's all right. You're good, Matt. Thank you for the 5 again. You absolutely rock. Thank you. But like I said, yeah, definitely whenever it comes to rainfall, I think that is going to be one of the big concerns here. The American GFS model here. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, the American GFS model. Oh, yeah. For some reason, yeah, the GFS really highlights Louisiana. Wow, look at that. Over 9 inches. But like I said, I don't trust that to be precise. Once again, overall, we do seem to be seeing a lot of potential rainfall and stuff out of this here. Let's actually track down to now the European model here. Like I said, I just want to take a look and see what these models have to suggest regarding all this rainfall. Because like I said, honestly, look at all that. So there is a potential that some areas could see, a decent amount of rainfall. The European model does not really support as much rain for places here towards Florida, which is really interesting. But like I said, it's been very, very dry over Florida for the last while. And like I said, this will be definitely good regardless of how much rain. I mean, however much rain we could get out of this here. But that is basically all that there. So, anyways, but yeah, once again, Matthew, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Again, you absolutely rock, dude. Thank you. What will 48847 get? Okay, Mackenzie, we'll get to the personal forecast here in a little bit. Just give me 1 second. I want to talk about a few more things really quickly. So we're gonna go ahead and dive over here to the back to the models here for a moment. So this is the European model. This is what we call the ECMWF. And as we track way down in time, you're gonna notice here. So kind of what as we move in towards like the late 11th into like the early 12th, you're gonna notice how we start to get this circle that starts popping up right here. Now, this circle is that area of lower pressure, essentially. That right there, my friends, is kind of essentially where this system is expected to really kind of kick off here. Now, in terms of where this thing is going to make quote-unquote landfall, whatever you want to call it, whenever it makes a land approach, like I said, it's expected to be here kind of around like the early morning of the 13th. Which is a little bit interesting here. So, it'll be here for like Thursday the 13th, and eventually it'll move its way inland. But like I said, really the main concerns of this for what I believe is going to be, excessive rainfall. Even the, like I said, even the Weather Prediction Center has actually put out a risk here. Look at this, showing heavy rainfall. Not necessarily meaning that, not really talking about, the flooding potential right now because it is still a little bit early. Like I said, it's kind of a little bit early to turn into where, essentially where the heaviest amount of rain is expected out of it. Because like I said, the models are still kind of all over the place here. But regardless, like I said, it's definitely a good likely factor that we will likely see a lot of heavy rain out of this here, in which we definitely should be on the lookout there for. Like I said, heavy rain there. They show this starting here for basically the 12th and ending here on the 13th. That's kind of whenever we are expecting the worst of it overall here. Matthew, another $5 super chat. Holy cow, Matt. Thank you. Saying lots of flash flooding here yesterday. Whiteout conditions. Could not see while driving last night. Tired of... oh, tried the Seagrams. Liked them. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, Matt. Yeah, they definitely are pretty good. Absolutely. Matthew, thank you so much, man. Greatly, greatly appreciated. You absolutely rock. Thank you. Like I said, something else I want to talk about with y'all is the wind potential. So you guys might be wondering, well, okay, we're seeing possible tropical, what we call subtropical situations here, or subtropical conditions. Now, you might be wondering, well, how strong are these winds going to be? So this is basically the overall winds here measured in knots. Overall, which a knot is a little bit lower than like I said, than miles an hour, which I'll basically, show you what that means. But overall, according to the... and listen, according to the models here, once again, we're taking a look here now at the GFS model. And what's really interesting is the fact that it has these winds, I mean, like really pounding, basically really pounding like southeastern Louisiana. Let me go ahead and actually bring up my pen here so I can actually draw on the screen and kind of show y'all. But as you can tell, whenever it comes to it, I mean, like I said, you can actually see here how all these winds are basically going right towards the coast here of Louisiana. Now, honestly, this is kind of showing it moving around like 25 to 30 knots, which is like about 35 miles an hour, which that's getting pretty close there to tropical storm, low-end tropical storm force winds. So, obviously, higher gusts can be expected, just FYI. But, like I said, what the model the GFS really shows here is that the southeastern portion here of Louisiana could get pounded by some very heavy winds here. Eventually, that threat could be moving moving more of its way eastward, potentially causing like a concern here of maybe some swelling of the ocean, right there towards the coastlines, really kind of showing it moving around, 25 knots or so, which, like I said, really is nothing too extreme, but it could cause some mild swelling. Something we should be on the lookout there for. But overall, the winds are not expected to be anything extreme. But like I said, they definitely can be pretty gusty out there. And anyways, but if I take a look here over at the gusts, regarding this model in particular. So we were just looking at was the sustained, the constant winds. Now, out of the gusts here, look at that. So the gusts are actually going up here maybe towards like 40 knots, which is about nearly 45 nearly 45 to 50 miles an hour, which, like I said, some of those gusts could be pretty strong there, especially there towards like the southeastern portion here of Louisiana, which I would definitely consider watching. We're going to definitely be on the lookout here for overall. But like I said, that's regarding the winds and, everything like that. Now, whenever it comes to... Let's see, whenever it comes to, like I said, the rainfall, like I said, the models are still kind of all over the place here. But like I said, I mean, honestly, depending where this ends up, this could seriously dump a lot of rain for a lot of places here towards the Gulf Coast. Let's see here, Matthew with a $2 super chat. Dude, you are on fire, Matthew. Thank you for supporting it. Thank you for supporting us. Let's see. Of course, it's coming from me. Yeah, it does look like it is going right towards you, doesn't it? You can see right there. Like I said, all those winds though are going to be crashing against the pushing those waves towards the southeastern portion of Louisiana, which we should be looking out here for. And like I said, that's basically what we're looking at. Now, something else I do want to mention. Okay, and then after this, we'll go into the personal forecast. I'll tell you all what you can expect here over the next little bit. But I want to tell you guys the factor that we might even see some tornadoes. So the thing is that out of these cyclones, there's something we call cyclone-induced tornadoes. Basically, on the right-hand side of these low-pressure systems, including like hurricanes and stuff like that. Like any really well-defined low-pressure system has the possibility of producing some tornadoes. In this one right here, like I said, there's enough instability, enough energy in the atmosphere to basically allow for the possibility of a few tornadoes to occur. Like I said, depending on where that low pressure system is, how far east or west it will be. Like I said, depending on the strength as well, there could be a possible tornado threat, in which I would keep an eye out there for. Like I said, we'll definitely be on the lookout there. Like I said, we're just going to watch it over the next little bit. Let's see here. Matthew, dude. Are you serious, Matthew? You are like, holy cow. Passion fruit, mango, and strawberry daiquiri were the best. Oh, yeah, I agree. Matthew, dude, thank you so much. You are absolutely amazing. Matthew, thank you for the very sweet, very, very kind support. You are on fire, dude. Thank you so much for all that. Very, very sweet of you. But like I said, this definitely could lead to enough available energy in the atmosphere to possibly even produce some tornadoes, which I think theoretically could be a concern, in which something we should, definitely be on the lookout there for. Anyways, but that's that. Like I said, we already did talk about the, the Weather Prediction Center, how they said that there's going to be heavy rain being possible for a lot of the southeast, for portions of like coastal Louisiana, moving its way towards, portions here of Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. And now there is a chance, some of the models have actually hinted towards the possibility of this system maybe even impacting like portions of, moving northeast, possibly even there towards like the, the Carolinas. But like I said, we'll just leave that off right now. Like I said, the models are still in serious disagreement out of this system, but overall they have been popping up and continuously supporting this subtropical storm to fire off here, once again, kind of from mid next week. So we'll keep an eye on it. Matthew, again, are you serious, dude? Saying, yes, I am serious. Holy cow, dude. You absolutely rock. Matthew, thank you for supporting the channel so much tonight. Like, you are awesome. You are absolutely awesome. Thank you, thank you. That really means a lot to us. Seriously, Matt, thank you for that. Greatly appreciate it. Alrighty, my friends. Well, I know what time it is, and I know what you guys are wanting here. So we'll do some personal forecasts for you. If you don't know how this works, give us a zip code, and we'll take a look at your zip code, and we'll basically, talk about what you might be in for over the next few days. So, like I said, if y'all have a zip code, let us know, and we will be here for y'all. I'm going to go ahead and switch y'all back over here to Radar Mega. Like I said, this is the program I use to look up the zip codes and stuff like that. So if you have any forecasts, any place you want me to take a look at, like I said, make sure to let me know right now, and we'll go ahead and talk about the potential overall. Something actually I do want to do really quickly is to take a look at the overall view in terms of the future. The thing is, like I said, obviously with this, potential, tropical, quote unquote, tropical, we call it subtropical system, basically under the characteristics of all tropical, traits, like I said, could be impacting the southeast kind of mid next week. The next thing is, though, is the possibility of maybe even a system. Now, this has been in the talks here for the last little bit of maybe a storm system that could kick off here for kind of like middle, kind of like the middle portions here of April, kind of shown around the 15th, as you can see here. According to the American GFS model, even showing the possibility there of some snow, across like North and South Dakota, possibly even there for like northwestern Minnesota, all of those regions there. So like I said, overall, I mean, that could be a possibility. That could be a possibility. Now, right now, regarding severe weather out of it, it's a little bit unknown, but we'll definitely keep an eye out there for it. All right, let's go ahead and move on over here, guys. Let's go ahead and do some personal forecasts here for y'all. Let's see. First up, we got ourselves Red wants me to take a look here at 70119. 70119 across portions here of Louisiana. All right, so you, my friend, are right here towards New Orleans. Gotcha, gotcha. So whenever it comes to your expected like precipitation over the next 2 days, essentially, it's really not looking like it's going to be anything too crazy. According to, like I said, the official forecast, like what we're talking about here, whenever it comes to it, it's expected to be mostly dry here for the most part. Let's see here. Mackenzie with a $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Mackenzie. Greatly appreciated. Very, very sweet of you. Like I said, here towards New Orleans, we are expecting, it to be mostly dry here for the most part. So overall, that's pretty good news here. Whenever it comes to the models out there, like I said, kind of as a blend here for a second. We're going to take you all over here down to the southeastern side. But like I said, obviously, whenever it comes to it with this next possible system here, obviously you might want to be looking out for this as it could cause some rain. Once again, the models are still very iffy on where is going to see all this rain from this subtropical system here. But like I said, you should monitor its progression. Like I said, this will be happening kind of middle next week, essentially. So we'll keep an eye out there for that. Matthew, what a $2 super chat saying St. Landry. All right, we'll get to it here in a moment. Thank you so much, Matthew. Let's see here. So I did see Mackenzie wants me to take a look here at a zip code as well. Wants me to take a look here at, let's see, 48847. 48847 across portions here of Michigan. Gotcha. So, overall, my friend, we're going to bring y'all back over here to this view. So, whenever it comes to it, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to bring y'all over here to the NAM 3K. Just kind of as a, kind of a future presentation of what things could look like. Now, like I said, don't take these models too seriously. Like I said, they're obviously not perfect. They are far from perfect and all. But like I said, we'll definitely just kind of look at them as kind of a glimpse of what could happen here down in time. So overall, I mean, from what it looks like, it is expected to be pretty much clear over the next few days, which is definitely some good news. Definitely great news there for ya. But whenever it comes to, like I said, the temperatures and all that fun stuff here, honestly, whenever it comes to like tonight, I mean, we're talking like possibly down there towards the freezing line. Definitely is getting a lot warmer out there. I tell you what, it really is getting a lot warmer. Look at this. Here's the temperatures here for tomorrow. I mean, look at this. We're kind of talking into the mid-60s. I mean, it's definitely nice weather. Mid-60s, I'd take that any day. Like that is really not too bad here. Whenever it comes to the expected wind gusts out there, honestly, really not too bad. Maybe some wind gusts here, maybe to 10 to 15 miles per hour. But overall, I mean, really not bad conditions. I mean, it is really expected to be not so bad at all. So overall, I'd say you enjoy your weather there. Like I said, barely breaking freezing tonight if it does. And like I said, it's really close if it doesn't. But also, tomorrow's temperatures, I mean, heck, it's going to be really pretty nice out there. Absolutely. Once again, thank you so much there, Mackenzie, for the 2. Let's see here. Matthew. Once again, Matthew, thank you. Let's see, for St. Landry. All right. Let's see. St. Landry, Louisiana. Gotcha. So you, my friend, are kind of, yeah, that's right. You're like on the centralmost portion here of Louisiana. Okay, so when it comes to it, like I said, obviously for my coastal friends who, live out here towards the coastline, y'all should watch out for this cyclone here. Like I said, for this, possible subtropical storm here. Let me actually bring this to the GFS for 1 second here. Obviously it's a lot lower resolution, but like I said, out there towards, where you're at here, it could theoretically be strong enough, or it definitely could potentially bring some rain. I mean, according to the American GFS, it does show you rolling into some pretty moderate rainfall, possibly. Kind of right here for like the 12th, essentially. So, yeah, definitely should watch out for it. Like I said, we'll continue throwing y'all updates here, keeping y'all informed and in the loop with it. And all that fun stuff, because like I said, obviously the main concerns I see out of that event is possibly even some flooding. It depends on how fast the storm moving, how strong it is, all kinds of factors out there. But when it comes to it, definitely it is something we should not just completely ignore. Now, wind speeds over the next 24 hours are expected to be kind of around 10 to 15 miles per hour, and wind gusts, so really not too bad out there. Looking pretty good. Here for tomorrow, maximum temperatures you're expecting the lower 70s, so it's gonna be pretty daggone nice overall. So I would definitely enjoy those your nice conditions tomorrow. That's for sure. Absolutely. Let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves Hunter Plays. Once we take a look here at 75778. Absolutely. So you're across Texas, my friend here. So you're basically west of Tyler, Texas. Gotcha. So let me move back over here to my higher resolution model. Now, once again, like I said, you cannot just trust one model here. But the reason we're looking at these models is just to kind of get an idea of what the conditions could look like, essentially. So as we track way down here in time, basically moving in towards, tomorrow being the 10th, or sorry, tomorrow being the 9th, moving into the 10th here. Honestly, it's expected to be pretty much quiet. You see all these little light green areas, but I don't think that's much of anything. I mean, it might be a few showers, but honestly, really, I don't expect much out of it. But overall, I mean, it is looking pretty much clear here for a little bit. So that's definitely some good news in its own. I mean, yeah, theoretically, I could see a few showers occurring, but honestly, I really don't think so. Now, according to the, if we move over here back to the models, now this is west of you. According to things here, kind of for tomorrow, being Easter, like I said, we do kind of have a few thunderstorms that looks possible, according to the NAM 3K, as you can kind of see popping off there. Now, obviously, this is well far west of you, which, like I said, that's pretty good. So overall, I mean, I would not worry about those for you. Yeah, it definitely does show enough energy in the atmosphere to potentially allow that to occur. So, overall, I mean, that could be a thing for, like, western Texas, just my friends out there. So, keep an eye out there for that. Now, whenever it comes, like, to temperatures and all that fun stuff here for, Easter, obviously, Easter forecast, whenever it comes to it, really not expected to be anything too bad. Actually, we're kind of talking maybe upper 60s there for you. I'd even say lower 70s could be in the, definitely could be in the zone there. So overall, I mean, honestly, I think you're looking pretty good. I really do think that you are looking pretty well. But yeah, no, you can see how, according to the NAM 3K, how we see on the future infrared satellite view, you can see all these big old puffs coming up here. Those are those thunderstorms popping off there. But honestly, like I said, this is going to be well far west of you, to honestly where I think you're good. I do, and I think you're going to have a pretty good day tomorrow overall regarding weather. So there you go. All right, let's see here. Next up, we have Daver wants me to take a look here at 45840. Roger that. We got, let's see, we're going to take a look here at Ohio. Gotcha. So this is right here basically on the northwestern side. All right, so let's see, northwestern side here of Ohio over the next little bit. So when it comes to it, according to the NAM 3K, like I said, we have prevailing high pressure across the region, which is definitely some good news. Overall, I mean, as you can see, we have the pressure really, really high. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Like I said, the pressure is really, really high, which, like I said, typically high pressure, if you don't know, leads to overall nice, in most cases, sunny skies and all that fun stuff. So it should be pretty good, actually, over the next few days. It's likely going to be clear for you over the next few days. Right now, this kind of plays for everybody right at the moment. Really, the United States has been pretty daggone quiet here. It's expected to be pretty quiet for portions of this week. Like I said, obviously, we do have this, this subtropical storm that could develop there in the Gulf of Mexico, which, yes, it is something we need to watch out for. And also, like I said, there's been growing support of the possibility. Now, it's obviously kind of a little bit... there's obviously a lot of disagreement here, but there is a lot of support here in the possibility that we might be seeing another system fire off here, kind of showing for April 15th. Kind of like, probably a little bit before April 15th. Let me actually bring this back. We're going to backtrack here a little bit. Yeah, kind of here for like the 14th starting to kick off. I mean, it could bring some snow. Once again, I mean, not all models do support this, but, it could be the next system out of it, in which we should keep it out there for. Now, something I want to do really quickly is I want to pull up the models here for a brief moment. I'm going to go ahead and switch you all over to this view so it actually fits the screen. So I want to take a look here at the available energy in the atmosphere to see if there could be any thunderstorm concerns. Okay, obviously we have, so like I said, with this subtropical storm here, that potential there, we could see the possibility of, once again, some cyclone-induced tornadoes, once again, on the right-hand side of these, quote-unquote, tropical cyclones. Like I said, this is subtropical, meaning that not all the characteristics, are added up to a tropical storm. But, like I said, in some of these cases, and it very well could be a case out of this system, we might have enough available energy and the, obviously the winds available to potentially fire off a few tornadoes. Now, once again, that's still kind of all over the place, but we'll definitely keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Matt with the $2 super chat. Thank you, Matt. Saying, is the chair still chairable? Didn't it break again? It did break again. My chair is not in the best of states, y'all. I lost one of my armrests and the back piece. I don't know if you noticed how it's kind of like sitting back like this. Like, it's not supposed to do this. My chair is not supposed to do that. So, we're setting up a chair fund. we need to save up for a brand new chair here. Yeah, like I said, I leaned back in it way too quick the other night, and I kind of broke the hinges, which, yeah, I was pretty stupid. So, anyways, but yeah, we're starting up a new chair fund because that's definitely a requirement. Anyways, but out of the system, honestly, according to like the early views here, like I said, with the GFS, I mean, it does show a little bit of instability out there, and maybe even showing the possibility that we might see a few thunderstorms. Maybe a few severe thunderstorms could occur. I mean, like I said, this is for basically the 15th. Still is quite a few days out, but you never know. I mean, like I said, obviously the models have been trending this. I mean, if we go back here a run back to earlier, you can see how there is still available, available energy out there, for possible thunderstorm activity. So that is kind of what we are looking at there. So I'd keep an eye on it. I definitely would keep an eye on it. And also, once again, to my friends out there in the coastal southeast, right there towards the Gulf of Mexico, I would really consider, watching this event here. Like I said, it's not expected to be anything like crazy regarding those, winds. Nothing like hurricane force winds. I can tell you that right now. It's not expected to be anything like that. So, like I said, calm down. It's all going to be okay. But like I said, the main concerns I think of is the possibility for, like I said, excessive rainfall could be a concern, and even the possibility for a few tornadoes. I do seriously think that is a possibility. Let's see here. Matt, thank you once again with a $2 super chat. Matt, I swear to God, dude, thank you so much for all of the donations today. You're awesome, Matt. Thank you. Saying he blew the back out. I kind of did. Yeah, unfortunately. I did kind of mess up my chair. So, yeah, we're going to be doing chair funds. Once again, thank you so much, Matt. You're really helping contribute to those chair funds, that's for sure. Thank you so much for that. All right, let's see here. Cheryl. Let's see here. Cheryl says 29681. We are swimming. My neighbor said he was going to build an ark. Very cold and windy. Let's see. So you said this is for 29681. 29681. This is right here. Okay, South Carolina. Yeah. No, you guys are definitely getting a decent amount of rainfall here. Let me go ahead and switch back over here to my main program and actually switch y'all over here to the radar view. Yeah, but the good news is what it appears is that the system is mostly out of your location. So that's good news. Obviously, what you got right now is basically mostly what you're going to end up with. So I'm definitely glad to say that. So yeah, no, you should be out of this here very, very soon. Not expected to be anything too crazy. Let's see, Brent Jones with a $2 super chat. Thanks so much, Brent. Really appreciate it. Say, hey, is there a chance of a tropical storm to form? So, okay, so like I said before, this is what we call a subtropical storm. So basically, the difference between a tropical storm and a subtropical storm is, like I said, subtropical storms, meaning that not everything that's required, like I said, not everything that tropical storms are, the environment that they're in is not the same as a subtropical. What I'm trying to say here, basically, I'm trying to think of a way to kind of break this down a little bit, kind of make it easy to understand. So with subtropical storms, not everything is in place for it to be a tropical storm. For example here, on the subtropical storm of this potential system, the surface temperatures of the ocean have to be 26 or high, 26 degrees Celsius or higher. In this case, they're lower, making not all the criteria of, the same for a tropical system. But like I said, since this is in the quote-unquote tropics, but like I said, there is still some limiting factors out of this, it is not considered a tropical storm. Although, even though this system could share some very similar properties, such as gusty winds, maybe up to tropical storm force, maybe even has some heavy rainfall potentially, and even, like I said, a few tornadoes can't be ruled out. I do think that there is going to be at least a small tornado threat out of this once it makes quote-unquote landfall, whenever it does approach land and stuff like that, but overall, that is that. But yeah, so like I said, the tropical storm, it's not going to be like your normal tropical storm. It would be what we call a subtropical storm. But overall, there is a lot of same properties with it, but there is a few factors that just doesn't make it a tropical storm. Hopefully that helped out. Like I said, I don't know how that sounded to somebody who doesn't know what that is. But anyways, but that is that. But once again, thank you for the 2. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, anyways, but like I said, back over here towards South Carolina, like I said, you are pulling out a bit, my friend. So that is some good news. Like I said, who said that? What was it? Cheryl. That's right, Cheryl. The good news is, like you can see here on the radar view, everything to your west is open sky. So you're pretty good. You're pretty good out there. Like I said, all of the worst of it, all that precipitation is now moving east and moving away from you. So that's good news. That is definitely some good news out there. All right, but like I said, if y'all have any zip codes, any specific area you want me to take a look at, like I said, feel free to let me know. We're gonna be here for y'all. Just want to make sure you guys are, like I said, staying up to date. And if you have not already, consider hitting that subscribe button, leaving a like. Be greatly appreciated. Let's see. Matthew says, "Hello, Andrew. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you too, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you." All right, we're going to go and move over here back to the models here. I'm actually going to take a look at the European model for a moment. Because like I said, y'all, obviously we have this potential subtropical storm here, but we do see the possibility of maybe even another system kind of like firing off here for... Here, I'm going to show y'all. Like I said, maybe another system firing off here for the country, kind of around like the 15th, which once again, I mean, that is still very far out, essentially. Still is several days out. But let's see here. So according to the European model, okay, there you go. So you can see that low pressure system kicking off. That's that potential subtropical storm that could be kicking off out there. But like I said, obviously, yeah. I mean, this model is supported as well. Like I said, the GFS showed a potential, decent sized snowstorm impacting like North and South Dakota. But the European model does not support the fact that it's going to be a big heavy snower or a big heavy snowmaker. Although I will tell you what. Both of them do support this system existing overall. Let me take a look at the severe weather side out of this guy. I'm just curious to see what kind of conditions. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of available energy out there. Holy cow, that's a lot of energy out there in the atmosphere for possible severe weather. Honestly, I do think that maybe a few strong storms, to possibly severe storms, could fire off out of this. Let me just grab a quick little sounding. I'm just going to grab one right here across like Texas for a brief sample. Wow. Okay, so the winds aren't that strong, but I tell you what, everything else is in place here for possible thunderstorm activity. So it's kind of showing off here for like the late 14th. All right, well, we'll keep an eye on it. Like I said, it's still kind of in the early stages, so we'll definitely keep you informed with that. Let's see here. Brent Jones, welcome to the Tropical Storm Club. Thank you, thank you. Greatly appreciated. Let's see. Mackenzie says, Happy Easter, Andrew. You too, Mackenzie. Let's see. Storm Chaser Mario. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mario. Let's see. How you doing, Drew? Or how you doing, Drew? Happy Easter. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good as well. And happy Easter to you too. Let's see. Tabletop with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Tabletop. Saying, is any Eastern North Carolina severe threat from that low? Okay, so depends on which model you look at, because like I said, obviously where that subtropical system is going to end up here is kind of all over the place here, honestly. In determining where it's going to eventually make landfall, essentially. So it's kind of all over the place here. Now, I would not say it's impossible, because you do see a little bit of instability possibly work its way up there towards, North Carolina. Not going to say it's impossible, but right now it's still very unclear if that is going to be a thing or not. But overall, yeah, no, we'll keep an eye on it. But like I said, I do think that, once this subtropical storm, makes landfall, I do think that it is going to possibly have a tornado threat on it. Because like I said, typically out of these systems, we do see we call a cyclone-induced tornado threat, meaning just, right there on the east side of that low pressure system kind of shows off that, that possibility of, once again, possible tornadoes. So we'll keep that in mind. But right now, it's still a little unclear in terms of what we are seeing out there. So, anyways, well, once again, thank you for the donation. Greatly appreciate it. And we'll keep that on the lookout for you. Let's see here. Lindy wants me to take a look here at 34667 for my dad, please. All right, 34667. All right, cross portions here of Florida. All right, I got you. Gotcha. So this is right here north of Tampa. Okay, so like I said, this system could have some impacts regarding potential rainfall. I mean, like I said, like we determined here, or like we showed y'all, I mean, it is like a desert out there in Florida right now. I mean, like I said, a lot of look at that. A lot of the state is in a drought right now, including your dad, inside of a severe drought. So, like I said, this could be very beneficial regarding this once again possible subtropical storm. So, like I said, that is something we should look out for, is the rain potential. Now, if I was to take a look here at the blend of models, let's go ahead and fit the screen for y'all. But if I was to take a look here at the National Weather Service blend of models, like I said, it just takes the models and kind of, throws them all together. Kind of gives you a good mixed output, essentially. According to it, like I said, obviously, we might be in line here for maybe up to a couple inches of rainfall. As you can kind of see, maybe around 1.5 there. But like I said, that's kind of the mixed opinion. Some models show more, some models show less. Like I said, it's really all over the place here at the moment. So we'll just keep an eye on it. We'll see, what happens out of this. Whenever it comes to the max, or whenever it comes to the wind gusts out of this here, this is something I really want to take a look at here. Because like I said, it's not expected to be anything too extreme. Let's say this is in miles an hour. So, I mean, you can see it could get pretty gusty out there, maybe up to 30 mile an hour wind gusts, which, like I said, wind gusts being 30 plus miles an hour, I mean, like that, maybe it's possibly there towards 40. I mean, it's going to be cutting real close to subtropical standards. I mean, it's really not quite there at that limit. I mean, if it does strengthen a bit, like I said, the intensity of this system has been going up and down. But it really just depends over the next few days. I mean, like I said, we are still quite a few days out before this event to start kicking off here. I mean, it's expected to really kind of start here for like the 11th, moving into the 12th, and then kind of moving in there kind of for the 13th to 14th. So, with that being said, I mean, obviously we still have, several days of model viewing to look at and all that fun stuff. But like I said, the only big concern I really see there for like your dad is the possibility there for, I mean, obviously it's going to get pretty gusty, which, trust me, nothing that Floridians are not used to. But the only thing, like I said, it's going to be good and beneficial is actually the potential of all that rainfall. I really do think that could be good. I do. I really do think that. So that's definitely some good news out there. Let's see. Thanks so much, Andrew. No problem. Anytime. Let me see here. Harrison wants me to take a look here at 33903. 33903 across portions here of Florida. All right. So this is basically further south. Okay. So right now, according to the models, now the areas probably in South Florida probably won't see as much rainfall as like the areas, right there on the Gulf Coast, or obviously that's part of the Gulf Coast, but for like the upper Gulf Coast, whenever it comes to it, I mean, it kind of shows those areas maybe a little bit less than there towards like Tampa, as you can kind of see. But overall, I mean, is it something to keep an eye out there for? Yeah, but it's nothing to worry about. I mean, like I said, regardless, I'm just here to let y'all know that this event is nothing you should be really worried about. I mean, it's really nothing too crazy. If it was really nasty, then I seriously would let you know. It is something worth a discussion, though. It is definitely worth a discussion. And it's the reason why we've been live here today, and also we made that very video you here yesterday. But like I said, it's definitely just something that we need to talk about overall. Because like I said, there's a lot of news outlets out there that try to hype up every situation and stuff like that. We're not all about that. I just want to, like I said, clarify to you, it's not going to be the end of the world. Like I said, a hurricane is a million times worse than this. Like I said, this is basically just a low end. It might not even be up to tropical storm standards. I mean, it might not even reach tropical storm standards. Now, obviously, it's not, because not every condition's in place for tropical storm standards. Like I said, the surface temperatures of the ocean is not necessarily hot enough to, allow for tropical development. This is what we call subtropical. So this potential subtropical storm, the only big concern out of it, I'd say, is possibly maybe even some flooding could be a possibility. Depends on how fast the storm's moving and how strong it is overall. Also, now, I think the worst concern of this could be maybe a few tornadoes, which, like I said, tornadoes, though, out of these systems, I mean, I'd say it's probably a low threat overall for tornadoes. But like I said, we'll just watch it. I mean, like I said, the models are still kind of all over the place here. There's a lot of disagreement. There's a lot of, a lot of unknowns. The only really big agreement factor here is the fact that we are seeing all of these models, the major models, the European ECMWF, the American GFS, even like the Canadian GDPS model. A lot of the models are supporting this cyclone, moving its way inland there towards, right there towards the Gulf Coast. All the models, or a lot of the models, do support this. But like I said, they're still all over the place regarding what we can expect out of it. Now, something I do want to tell you something. This is not really United States related, but I figured it's definitely worth a talk. There is a system that's getting ready to pound Australia. So to my friends out there who live in Australia, especially on the northwestern side, I would really consider watching this. Let's see here. We're going to take this over here to the regions view, Australia. So look at that. So we have this little cyclone that's kind of starting to kick off here now. This is expected to potentially be like a really nasty storm on landfall. 930 millibars. That's like equivalent to near a Cat 4, Cat 5. Pressure-wise, that is ridiculous. I might even do coverage on this because, I know typically we just do United States coverage and stuff like this, but I think this is a big significant event that this might even need my coverage. So we'll definitely do that out there. As you can see, it really drives its way inland, too. It goes really far. Even still like this is a typhoon. But even then, it really goes far into Australia, which is really concerning here overall. Look at this thing. Look at that satellite. Like, that is just nuts. Very, very small pinhole eye. Like, that would be catastrophic. That would honestly be really catastrophic. So I do think that we are going to be doing some coverage on this. Kind of showing here for like late the 12th. So about 4 days out or so. But I tell you what, the models have been absolutely nuts on this system here. So we'll definitely keep an eye out there for that guy. Like I said, that's kind of one of the main concerns I have right now is to my friends out there in Australia. Like I said, right now for the week of this week, honestly, in the United States, it's pretty quiet. It is pretty quiet. Other than that, potential rainmaker of a subtropical storm and all that stuff. But like I said, this is really gonna be impacting like the northwestern side of Australia. Let's see, kind of towards like Broome and Port Hedland. Kind of between those two areas is kind of where it's expected to roll through. Yeah, between here, I'll go ahead and show y'all real quickly. Between these areas, you have Broome and Port Hedland, basically in northwestern Australia. That is right where we need to look out for. So to all my Australian friends out there, I think, like I said, we're going to be doing some coverage on this here for the 12th. Kind of showing like a PM as well. Kind of like a, late stream here. Which I believe for my Australian friends, this will be pretty early in time. If it's 8 o'clock Eastern, I'm sure it's going to be like morning time, if I'm not mistaken, for you guys. So that might even be good. Better than nighttime, that's for sure. Matthew with a $2 super chat. Thank you. Let's see. I will tell me Australian friends. Sounds good, Matthew. Yeah, definitely. If y'all have any, Australian friends out there, once again, like on the northwestern side here of the region. Like I said, once again, between like Broome, it's on Highway 1, I think. Highway 1 right there across the coastline. I would watch it. Yeah, like I said, this thing is definitely pretty brutal. Look at that. Wave height is nuts. Showing it breaking up to, let's see, wave height nearly 30 feet. Possibly even over 30 feet. Like, that is just pretty crazy. Wow. Yeah, no, that is just quite heavy stuff. Let me actually move this over to the U.S. real quickly for a moment. Yeah, like I said, U.S. unfortunately, let's try like Western Atlantic. Let's see. Yeah, wave height. Here we go. Yeah, so whenever it comes to the subtropical storm that's gonna be rolling through, like the whenever it comes to it, like look at that. So honestly, the wave height could get pretty high out of this potential subtropical storm too. The orange is kind of representing here about 10 to 15 feet. So that's pretty high. That is pretty high there. Let's see, Matthew again with another donation. Holy cow, Matthew, dude, you are on fire here. Saying my mom is Australian. Oh, that's cool. I got you. Yeah, like I said, make sure you let them know about that situation out there, because like I said, it definitely could be pretty Pretty brutal. I'm really curious on what's happening here. Those wave heights might even be up to 20 feet off the coast here of eastern Florida and like coastal Carolinas there. Holy cow. Hold on, let's take a look at those winds. They must be pretty strong to be doing that. Oh, okay. Yep, they are. Look at that. So winds might be cruising up here as high as like 45 knots, which is nearly about 50 mile an hour. Sustained winds. This is not gusts. Okay, so yeah, we have like this this elongated low pressure system east or just southeast here of obviously the coastline here, and we obviously have that high pressure system that's in place across like the southeastern country. So that's creating a very tight wind gradient, a very strong pressure gradient that's going to be firing off some pretty strong winds, and that will definitely increase those waves. That's for sure, which is definitely pretty crazy. Matthew again with another 2. Holy cow, Matthew! I don't even know what to say anymore, dude. You've really helped out the channel today, saying I'm on fire. I'm gonna need a fire extinguisher. Yeah, Matthew. Like seriously, dude. Thank you so much for all that. Like you rock, man. Thank you so much for all the constant donations you've done today. Like I said, it's just crazy. Like thank you seriously from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to us. Thank you. Very, very sweet. Let's see, let's see, Drew says, do I think that late next week for the Central Plains, early next weekend, do I think there'll be severe weather? So basically for late next week. Okay, so, like I said, we talked about that here a moment ago. But let's move back over here to the models for you real quickly. We're going to go ahead and switch you all over here back to the Central Plains view. Okay, so like I said, according to the American GFS, the ECMWF, European model, there has been a bit of a discussion between the models here that we might have enough available energy to possibly fire off some storms here. If I also switch this over here to the American GFS model, you can see as we track way down in time, kind of capped out instability over there, but eventually it might show a break in that cap there, kind of towards like Kansas. This is for like late 14th, which is like late Friday. So yeah, so possibly there for like late Friday, we could see the possibility for a few strong to severe storms. I'm going to grab a sounding here across like east central Kansas just for a quick little view out there really quickly. I just want to see what this is talking about here. Okay, so here's the thing. There is enough energy in the atmosphere, but the problem is the fact that these winds are pretty slow. I mean, they're not really fast-moving winds, so organization of thunderstorm structures is going to be pretty difficult. So these storms might have a hard time of forming. So we'll keep an eye on it whenever it comes to it overall. It definitely needs some ironing out. There's definitely enough instability out there and definitely enough energy to fire off some storms. I'd even say that some damaging wind gusts could be possible out of these. They're probably going to be short-lived thunderstorms. Probably not going to be anything that's going to last too long. But overall, that is, yeah, no, that's kind of what I'm looking at there. But we'll keep an eye on it. Like I said, it'll probably be happening here for late Friday, almost an early Saturday. Let's see here. 518072, please. 518072. That's a really long zip code. That's nowhere in the U.S., so I can't, unfortunately, do that. Sorry about that, my friend. Like I said, obviously, yeah, my programs only go out to United States territories. Let's see. Okay, my husband, hundreds of men out of that region, the Gulf of Mexico. Can you please keep them on your radar? Out there in the region of the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, no, we will. Like I said, we'll definitely keep y'all informed on this the potential subtropical storm here. Like I said, if we switch back over here to it. I'm just amazed at how fast these winds are screaming here. I mean, look at this. Yeah, like I said, this is the NAM 3K. I mean, really showing some very strong winds. Honestly, I think this is going to cause like a problem for like the East Coast. Especially to my friends out there in like eastern Florida. I mean, like I said, these winds are very strong. It's basically just a big old jet of strong winds blasting the eastern side here of the the coastlines. Who knows? Maybe even some rip currents could possibly exist out there. I do think that's possible. So we'll watch this here. Let's see here. Logan wants me to take a look here at, let's see, zip code of 54409. 54409 across portions here of Wisconsin. Gotcha. So this is right here across the north central side. Matthew again saying, Drew, keeping us informed always. You betcha, all the time. Like I said, we'll always be here regardless of what's going on. But thank you, Matthew, once again, dude. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see. So whenever it comes to areas up here in the north, towards like Wisconsin, out there towards your region. Now, whenever it comes to it, according to, like I said, just taking a look here at the American GFS is a little bit of a preview of what we might be able to see. Honestly, it's expected to be pretty quiet for the next few days because, like I said, we're having a lot of high pressure in place. However, I will tell you, I will say here that you should monitor the progression of a possible system late this week. Once again, I mean, this is still kind of a little bit far out there. It's still a little bit, a little bit blurry on the models. But overall, I mean, we might be seeing a system that could roll through. I mean, like I said, if we take a look here at the previous model before that, you see it exists as well. Previous model before that. I mean, for the last several model runs, you see how this system has been in existence here. I mean, it's still coming to obviously an agreement. It's still obviously trying to come to an agreement here, but when it comes to it, though, I mean, like I said, you might want to watch this guy. And even for my friends out there towards like the Dakotas, I mean, still kind of an early signature, but this might be a bit of, it could be a bit of a snowmaker too, from what it looks like. But obviously well early for anything accumulation-wise, stuff like that. But yeah. Let's see here. Jakey says, almost 1 year of me joining Andrew's live streams. It was last year at the end of April when I joined. Wow, cool. Let's see. Hex says, that's great, Jakey. You're a loyal fan. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for being here all these times there, Jakey. Anyways, but like I said, y'all, on the current radar view, in terms of what we're looking at here next, is once again the possible subtropical storm there in the Gulf. We're going to watch out for. Could make landfall here for basically the 12th. Another shot of moisture rolling through the... and actually, we can actually kind of already see that now. A bunch of moisture driving its way from the upper northwestern United States. Yeah, moving its way towards the Central Plains here, basically like the 14th and the 15th. Could fire off some snow. There might even be enough energy in the atmosphere to possibly even have some, severe thunderstorm characteristics. I think it's a possibility. I don't think it's impossible, but overall, I mean, that's that. Honestly, for this, for the beginning portions of this week, like I said, we just have a lot of high pressures. You can see, especially there, like in the east region. I mean, we're just going to be flooding out with high pressure, which is, like I said, what that means is good. I mean, it's actually good for a lot of people, meaning that it is going to mostly be sunny out there, even probably warmer than normal too, I'd assume. Let me actually look here at the official outlook here from the Climate Prediction Center. Yeah, look at that. So a lot of the east here is expected to be warmer than normal for this time of the year. So like I said, you can actually see here the more east you go, the more potential warmer is going to be this week, which is definitely really interesting. Northwestern side here we have, let's see, obviously the southernmost areas here. Like I said, from like northern United States, southern portion. Yeah, these areas in blue might be slightly cooler. Might be slightly cooler than normal. Matthew with a $5 super chat. Holy cow. Thanks for being here always. Expedite everything I texted you about the other night means a lot. No problem, dude. Matthew, we're here for you. Like I said, we're here for you, brother. And if you ever need anything, like I said, please let us know. Please let us know. That goes to all of you guys out there. You know that we're here for you. During Mother Nature's, thick and thin, we'll always be here for you. And Matt, like I said, no problem, dude. Thank you, honestly though, for all the support that you've helped out with the channel, Matthew. You absolutely rock. Thank you. Like I said, very, very sweet of you. And like I said, if y'all have any questions, I mean, feel free to let us know. Like I said, we're here for you. We got you. By the way, we're just like 100 subscribers away from reaching 12,000 already. Can you believe that? Like we were literally just at like 10,000 the other day, which is nuts. Day 6 to 10 precipitation outlook. So basically over the next 2 weeks, essentially, pretty much more like the next week and a half. Look at this. So we actually are seeing ourselves a lot of dryness across the upper northwest. Same thing for like the Ohio Valley. It's really those areas in the south that potentially could be getting a little bit more precipitation than normal. I'm sure some of it has to do with that subtropical potential, or that potential subtropical storm out there. So that is something. Yeah, no, that is something. Let's see here. Scott Clark, member for 6 months, saying boom. What's up, Scott? Hope you're doing good. Thank you for that. You've now been a tropical stormer for a half a year. That is crazy. Dude, where does time go? I mean, seriously, where does time go? It's crazy. Once again, thank you so much there. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, Scott. Look at this. So days 8 to 14. So basically for next week, so basically the following week, look at that. Very, very dry conditions here out towards like a lot of the central coast, a lot of the central country. A lot of high pressure in place here. I'll tell you what. Definitely is pretty crazy. Scott also with a $2 super chat. Holy cow. Scott, dude, thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you all so much for your very sweet support. Like, seriously, like I said, it means a lot to us. It really does. Thank you guys, seriously, so much. You guys are awesome. Once again, to my friends out there, we need to... Like I said, there's actually a situation we need to watch out for. This is not, like I said, this is typically something we usually don't do on this channel, but like I said, obviously, Morna, I see you're here saying, good day, Andrew, still watching you from crazy weather from West Australia. Morna, I'm glad you're here, because like I said, we're talking about areas here in Australia. You see that on the models here? Like I said, there's a hurricane, a very, very strong, or for you it's a typhoon, very, very strong typhoon that could be impacting Western Australia. So please, 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 Morna, we're going to be doing some coverage on this, like I said, for my Australian friends, including you. So as this system rolls through here, we'll be doing live coverage on it. Because like I said, we have actually radar out there. Australia's radars are pretty small compared to the United States'. For example, I mean, look at this. So if I was to measure a United States radar here, but like I said, I'm glad that you're here, Morna, absolutely. And you need to watch that closely. But let's see. So we're here towards, let's see, Louisville. Radar range here goes out. We'll go ahead and measure this really quickly. Let's see here. Matthew with a $5 super chat. Thank you. The reason I can't stop laughing, I only had half a drink. Oh my goodness, Matthew. Matthew, once again, thank you so much for your support. Let's see. So radar coverage here extends out about 285 miles. That's about how far radar's coverage in the U.S. Now, for you guys, y'all have really small radars. Let's see. So ours were like 285. Maybe it's an illusion. I think it is an illusion because it is showing... it's actually showing the same. Why do they look a lot smaller? It has to be the map. I mean... I think I'm just stupid. I think I'm just stupid. Sorry. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Well, never mind. Y'all have the same radars as we do. Let's see here. Yes, we receive a few down that area, says Morna. Gotcha. I hope that you're not going to be impacted by it, Morna. Because like I said, there's actually a good... like I said, this is actually likely been traveling pretty far inland too, This is right here towards... I don't know if you know where Port's headland is, and right here towards, let's see, Broome. Is it Broomy or Broome? Those regions out there, between this point, that's kind of the point of landfall right now. The models are kind of right there between both of them, so we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Almost forgot to like and share. Well, thank you, Scott. Greatly appreciated. Very, very sweet of you. Let's see. Yeah, we're literally just like 100 subscribers away from reaching 10. Or 10. See, I'm still used to us being towards 10,000. 12,000. I cannot believe that. But like I said, my friends, yeah, we are going to be doing some Australia coverage here. Once again, this is expected to make landfall here for like the 12th. So whenever it comes, April 12th, we'll definitely be looking out for that. ECMWF. Let's see. We're gonna drop back here to ECMWF. Yeah, the ECMWF also shows this thing a pretty nasty cyclone too. I mean, look at that. Very heavy, heavy duty cyclone there. And like I said, it's actually pretty nasty. Whenever you look at the GFS's infrared satellite, I mean, look at that thing. Like that does not look good. And like I said, right now it is really starting to pick up here in the latest satellite imagery. I was looking at it earlier, and we were actually seeing a lot of like I said, we were actually seeing a lot of activity out there. Let's see here, Barbara with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Barbara, saying how will it be for the next few days? So at, let's see, 79761, blessings, Andrew, and happy Easter to you and everyone here too. You too, Barbara. Thank you for that. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that region there for you, shall we? Let's see. So you want me to take a look here at 79761. So 79761 across Odessa, Texas. Gotcha. So you're on the western side, my friend. I tell you what. I think you're actually in a thunderstorm risk here. Yes. All right, I tell you what. Let me go ahead and move over here back to the models for a moment. We're going to take a look here at the, let's see. Yeah, look at this. So let me go ahead and switch you back over here to the main models for a moment, y'all. So for Western Texas, for Western Texas, you actually might be in the line for a few thunderstorms. That could work its way towards your location. Yeah, they could. You can see a few little pop-up storms firing off here. According to the NAM 3-kilometer model, so it is possible that we could have a few thunderstorms out there. The environment does support it. Let's see, what about the HRRR? But yes, the environment does indeed support it for the possibility of maybe some thunderstorms occurring. So we'll definitely watch out for it. Let's see, Scott here with a $3 Canadian super chat. Thank you so much, there. Greatly appreciated, dude. Scott, you rock, man. Thank you. I'm trying to get to a model that actually goes out that far. Yeah, I think this is the one that we need to look at here. Anyways, but yeah, no, the models do support the possibility for some thunderstorm activity, which I would look out for. That's for tomorrow. Let's see, infrared satellite. Yeah, you can see a bunch of little puffy, little pop-up cells. So I'd keep an eye out there for that, my friend there, Barbara. Keep an eye out for possible storms tomorrow. After that, though, honestly, after those few thunderstorms that could possibly roll through, it's going to be pretty much quiet for a little bit. Basically until like the 14th, 13th, 14th. So, besides these little thunderstorms that roll through, like I said, tomorrow, after these little thunderstorms roll through, you should be pretty much golden for a little bit. So, you should be good. Absolutely. Let's see. Happy 21st birthday, Andrew. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah, my birthday was the other day. Finally am 21. The big 2-1. Crazy. Yeah, that's 21st birthday is definitely a big one. Absolutely. One of the big ones out there. But anyways, well, once again, thank you so much, Barbara. One last thing I do want to look for you, though, is the temperature forecast here for you, because I'm sure you're probably wondering, what's the temps going to be like out there? So I got you covered here, especially, like I said, you help support us, so I'm going to help support you. Let's see. So this is for, I'm going to move you back over here to the forecast. Okay. So tomorrow's maximum temperature is actually going to be pretty nice out there. We're talking like upper 70s. Like that is beautiful. Upper 70s is beautiful. So that's kind of the temperatures tomorrow nights. We're talking like kind of like lower 50s, upper 40s. And the following day after, we're talking even towards like the lower 80s. Kind of similar. It's going to be pretty similar over the next few days regarding the temperatures overall. So, yeah. That is that. But once again, Barbara, thank you. Maximum wind gusts, here for the next day. Possibly going to be there around like 15 miles per hour. So, anyways, that's that. Let's see. Token says, happy late birthday, Andrew. Why, thank you. Can I take a look here at 44030? 44030. Okay, cross portions here of Ohio. Okay, this is right here basically on very, very far top northeastern portion of Ohio. Gotcha. So, in the immediate range of anything significant occurring is, honestly, let's see. Yeah, because like I said, we have a lot of high pressure that's going to be in place for the next few days. So, obviously, that's going to lead to some pretty nice conditions overall. Not really expecting anything, crazy weather-related. Honestly, yeah, it's going to be pretty much clear regarding precipitation for the next few days. So, that's good news. Let's see here. Yeah, when it comes to like cloud cover, it's actually going to be pretty much clear for the next few days. I mean, maybe some clouds rolling in here, maybe for like the 10th, but yeah, no, it's going to be mostly sunny, mostly clear for you for a while. Honestly, it's really not too bad. So overall, your conditions are looking pretty well out there. Let's see. Last thing I want to check for you is the temperature possibilities. Let's see here. So when it comes to like tomorrow, yeah, possibly like those temperatures up in like the upper middle 50s. Cooling down there maybe towards like the mid 30s potentially. I mean, like I said, because we have a lot of high pressure across a lot of the country, so this is going to lead to a lot of us here being above normal, or above average temperature-wise. I mean, look at that. So, oh yeah. No, it's definitely going to get pretty warm for a lot of people, which is good. I mean, we're already seeing those 70s go up into like eastern Montana, which that is pretty crazy. Let's see here. Don't really think too much will happen. Can never know with Ohio, but thank you. No problem, Token. Yeah, like I said, it looks pretty quiet there for the next few days overall, so you should be good. Let's see here. Matthew with a $5 super chat. Holy cow. Let's see. Matthew saying sitting next to Brandon. What's up, Brandon? He says hi. Oh, what's up, Brandon? Hope you're doing good, man. Let's see. Any rain for Monday for St. Landry? We both have swim covers. Gotcha. So, for Monday, let's see here. All right, so let me pull up the GFS, just a quick review. So Monday, what day is that? What day is Monday? Monday is on the 10th. Okay, so just as a preview here for Monday. So for the 10th, okay. Oh, okay, so that's, yeah. Honestly, really not showing too much here according to GFS. Let me bring up a more higher resolution model here, like the NAM 3K. Okay. Honestly, no, it looks pretty clear out there. As you can see the timestamp on the top right, kind of showing here for like, the early 10th, midnight. You can see that Louisiana as a whole, it looks pretty dry overall. So, yeah, no, man, I think you're good. I think you're good regarding precipitation. Let's see here, temperature-wise on the 10th. So as we move in, like, okay, so for like the high temperature for like the 10th, I mean, we're talking like mid, upper 60s, maybe even lower 70s could break. I do think that's possible. Well, there you go. That's that for you, my friend. Once again, like I said, obviously you can't just trust one model, but that's the majority of what all the models have to show us, because, like I said, we just have very strong high pressure in place, which all the models will pick that up because it's occurring. But yeah. J. Lou says, happy birthday, thank you. I hope that had a blessed day. After that one was... Wait, hold on. After that one was when I stopped looking forward to them. Oh, yeah. Let's see, that was 16 years ago. Stop counting at 30. Yeah, I hear you. No, honestly, yeah, the last, in my opinion, the last big birthday that you have is your 21st. But, I mean, obviously, though, you have, like, your milestone, decade-changing ones, like the 30, you turning 30, turning 40, 2050. All that stuff. I think those are big birthdays too, but your two main birthdays are turning, or I should say three, is turning into a teenager. That's, turning 13. That's a big one. 18, where you're finally an adult. That's another really big one. And 21, obviously. That's like your last big birthday overall. But yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. Absolutely. Let's see here. See, 13, 18, yep, 21. Yep, absolutely. Yep. I got it there, Eric. So my granddaughter's 11th birthday is today too. Well, my birthday was actually on the 2nd. My birthday was, several days ago. But like I said, but yeah, happy birthday to your granddaughter. That's awesome. It's a nice and comfy Tim's too. Perfect. Yeah, it was actually pretty nice for my birthday, from what I remember. It was pretty nice overall. Let's see, Matthew with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying gonna be a cold race. Well, if you define the temperatures here like in the 60s and lower 70s cold, then maybe. But for me, that's actually not too bad. I mean, maybe just throw a light jacket on and you'll be good. But overall, honestly, it does not sound too bad for me. Let's see here. Could this potentially bring severe weather to Florida? Okay. So yes, I do think it is possible. With this subtropical storm here that could fire off a few thunderstorms. I do think that it's possible. And like I said, obviously, with that, the main concern that comes out of these is the tornado potential, actually. Cyclone-induced tornadoes. You see how the available energy in the atmosphere indicated there kind of in that purple color, how it starts to infiltrate, move its way up here into Florida, moving its way further up in, moving its way up in Florida. Yeah, no, I do think that a few tornadoes could occur. It depends on, like I said, it depends on a lot of factors. Where the center of the cyclone ends up, how strong it ends up, and like I said, obviously a lot of other factors as well. But there's still a lot of unknown factors right now. Like I said, a lot of models are still really screaming all over the place. Some are saying one thing, and then all the other models are saying the other. So like I said, it's just really hopping all over the place, essentially. Yeah. But like I said, yeah, we'll keep an eye on it there, Vincent, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, once again, it just really depends on where it hits. That following system, that could be pretty impactful. Slightly after that, like I said, slightly after that cyclone that rolls through the southeast, I think after that we could be seeing, maybe enough available energy in the atmosphere to maybe pop off some more storms. It's still kind of a little bit early, but we'll watch it. Matthew again with a $5 super chat. Are you serious, dude? Matthew, holy cow, dude, you've donated a lot today. Matthew, seriously, thank you though for all that. Saying cold because it's water. We're used to 100 degrees outside. Gotcha. Well, it'll be there before you know it. Holy cow, Matthew, thank you so much, dude. Let's see here. Brock wants me to take a look here. Let's see, at 39301. 39301. Okay, this is in Mississippi. Gotcha. So you, my friend, are on the east central side. Okay, so yeah, honestly, depending on what happens here, you probably could be impacted by this event here. Because, like I said, you can see the GFS model kind of showing you portions of Mississippi being impacted by heavy rainfall. Possible. It's really interesting. I've noticed in the GFS the last few days is it kind of shows it splitting off into two different systems. I don't know if y'all have noticed that. Like, you notice how there's actually this little guy down here, and then you have this guy right here. So they kind of split up, essentially. Matthew said, yes, I'm still serious. Dude. That's just crazy. Matthew, thank you so much, dude, for all the support. You rock, man. Thank you. Like, that is awesome. Let's see here. I live in Tampa. Radar does not show anything serious through Monday anywhere in Florida. Yeah, like I said, it really just depends on where this ends up here. From what it looks like, it's mostly going to be impacting areas like here towards like maybe Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. Some of the rain bands could be affecting portions of Florida. It's still a little early for that. I mean, like I said, this is still still several days out here, essentially. I mean, we're still talking like 4 to 6 days out, essentially. So, yeah, we'll watch it. We'll watch it and see what happens out there, but we will keep an eye on it. Will Texas be impacted? So Texas will probably not get much of anything out of this system. The only thing I will tell you about, though, for Texas is actually for tomorrow. The only thing we're really kind of watching out for tomorrow is the possibility for a few thunderstorms. I mean, as you can see, kind of popping up there through Texas. Right now, I don't think the Storm Prediction Center has any severe weather-related outlooks out there. Yeah, no, just tomorrow we just have a thunderstorm threat. You can actually see that right there, including portions here of Texas. So to my friends out there for tomorrow, for Sunday, Easter Sunday. Once again, happy Easter, you guys out there. Just want to go ahead and say that. But yeah, no, we are seeing. Yeah, we are seeing a lot of. Like I said, we are indeed seeing a thunderstorm threat here for tomorrow. If I can bring that back up. Yeah, so nothing severe as of right now, but we'll watch it. Matthew with another $2 super chat saying no problem. Let's have a drink again together soon. Yeah, absolutely, Matthew. Absolutely. Yeah, that was a crazy night. Like I said, if y'all want to join our Discord, we do have that down in the description. It'd be greatly appreciated. Family in Eastern Georgia, and they get impacted by the storm next week. So, some of the models, a handful of the models, were suggesting the possibility that this system could be an East Coast impactor. So it's possible, but it wouldn't be anything like wind related or anything like that. So, but yeah. Let's see here. Matthew says happy birthday to you guys out there. Did I really say that? Dude, I tell you what, I have had a rough day today. It's been a long day today. I've been up for hours. I've been up for a long time. So if I'm not 100% mentally there, which I can tell I'm not, sorry about that. Anyways. Let's see here. You guys were supposed to talk about the milestones. They don't exist when you're 30. That's funny. Sorry for getting off track with the weather, though. No, you're good. No, trust me. I mean, Matthew with another $2 super chat. I forgot to say thank you for that one. Dude, Matthew's been like on fire today with all these super chats. Like it's crazy. It really is crazy. I'm sure your bank account's gonna love you. I'm just saying. But Matthew, seriously though, thank you so much for that. Let's see. I followed your Twitter like 7 minutes ago. Yeah, like I said, if y'all want to follow our Twitter too, we post everything here. Like I said, I also do updates on everything. Hey, look at this. So here's my Twitter page. Yeah, like I make some graphics every once in a while. Like I made this here yesterday. You'll see me make these if y'all want to see like graphics, showing the weather potential. Like I said, subtropical development possible in mid next week. I'll probably do more updates on this here. On all the weather here. So join our Discord too, because we post our forecast in the Discord, and I'm going to start kicking that back up again, and obviously all of that. So, like I said, we keep y'all up to date with these systems, including this happy face that we saw on a severe weather event one day. It's definitely pretty interesting. Let's see here. Morna says, happy Easter, America, from Australia. Right back at you, Morna. Right back at you. Let's see. Perhaps I should join the Twitter, says Jenny. Yeah, if you want to. It's at NWW1162. Like I said, I lost a password a long time ago to NWW16. Yeah, I'm sorry. I could not recover the account, so I just made this a couple years ago. But yeah, I made this in late 2020, as you can see. But it's at NWW1162 if you want to. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and move back over here to this. Back to this view here. Yeah, but like I said, my friends out there in Texas, we'll keep an eye on this. Matthew again with another 5. My wife thought it was a scam when she saw the charges. It's good for you and bad for us. I hear you. Yeah, it's also good for YouTube too, which, like I said, sucks. YouTube takes out like 30% of every super chat we get on here on it. But still, you're really helping out a lot. Matthew, like I said, helping us keep up to date with all of our weather programs and everything like that. Like, so all your donations will obviously help me survive, because this is what I do for a living now. I mean, I went full time on YouTube over the last while, and any revenue I make here, it goes towards my living and also helping out, keep the programs afloat and all that stuff. So anything really does help out there. So thank you so much, Matthew. Greatly appreciated. I heard him. Let's see, I heard April, May, and June is going to be a pretty active season. They're already calling for potential derecho storms. Interesting. Yeah, no, I can tell you this. We are in a neutral stage, which a neutral stage brings, like I said, neutral stage does actually bring some really interesting weather patterns for the U.S. if you don't know La Nina, I'm sure you've heard like El Nino, La Nina. La Nina actually influences and makes hurricane seasons in the Atlantic a lot worse. Now, I believe the National Hurricane Center has already put out their forecast for it, but they are saying a little bit above average. Tropical cyclones could be possible. I mean, last year, let's be honest here. Last year did seriously got lucky with a lot of tropical storms. I mean, like I said, obviously we had Ian, which Ian was really bad. But like I said, I mean, we also, it was very mild. It was a very mild season last year, even though we were still in a deep La Nina, which was really crazy. So, like I said, yeah, like I said, definitely. Let's see here. Matthew with the $2 super chat said, "What should I eat?" I don't know. Depends on your personal favorites. My personal favorite lately, I've been like devouring subs lately. From Jersey Mike's, not a sponsor by the way, but I need to make a custom T-shirt because the amount of times I say I'm not a sponsor for all these agencies and programs and stuff like that. Anyways, but I've been like devouring like Jersey Mike's recently, like so good. Anyways, well off topic here. But like I said, y'all, if y'all have any questions, let us know. I got a good question about derechos, actually. Are the more of the type of storms in La Nina or El Ninos? I'm always wondering about that. So, okay. So it really depends because El Ninos and La Ninas affect different areas differently. Okay. So, like I said, obviously, if you can have a El Nino, like I said, if you can have El Nino, it could allow for some specific areas to get more of that activity than others. Same thing with a La Nina. I mean, it just flip flops all over the place. Then you have neutral conditions, which just changes the whole ballpark. It's just it's actually really crazy how much the Pacific oscillation affects U.S. weather, not just United States weather. I mean, it affects the whole world's weather. I mean, seriously, the Pacific Ocean being a large ocean as it is, obviously, yes, the biggest ocean in the world, such a large ocean and influences so much of the global weather. And like I said, if you don't know what that is, the El Nino, La Nina, basically here towards the equator, we have ourselves, like I said, basically that if it's colder than normal, it's a La Nina. If it's warmer than normal, it's an El Nino. And in the kind of like normal between the phases, it's a, like I said, it's a enso-neutral condition, we call it. Matthew with a 5 again, dude. Holy cow. Matthew, dude, thank you so much, as always, man. Thank you. Trying to think of places that are still open this weekend, but I'm very lactose intolerant, so harder to find places. Gotcha. I don't know, what about like pizza or something? I don't know. See here. See. Oh, no pizza. Oh, gotcha. Okay, then maybe not pizza. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm so stupid because pizza has cheese. You know what? Like I said, I'm mentally out of it today, y'all. I've been up for a long time. I'm lactose intolerant. Continues to list food that has so much dairy in it. Oh God. Oh man, that's pretty smart there, Andrew. Very very smart. Anyways, but like I said, y'all, once again, like I said, we typically don't do this on our channel, but like I said, since it's gonna be pretty daggone crazy out there, we are going to be watching the tropics for Australia. Because like I said, we have a really large system that's impacting the northwestern side of Australia. I mean, it is going to be nasty. It definitely will require a lot of watching here. Matthew with another 5. Holy cow. When you thought I was at the ocean the other day, I don't know why everything is funny tonight. I haven't had more than half a drink. Oh my gosh, Matthew. Yeah, I remember asking that the other day. That was a beautiful sight though that you sent. Like, that was awesome. It's really, really beautiful. I would have been out there too, honestly. But like I said, my friends, we definitely have got to be watching this storm. I mean, it seems to be very little, if any, holdbacks on this system here. I mean, it is just nuts. I mean, we're expected to see a lot of heavy impacts regarding this here. Matthew again with a 5. Dude, I'm honestly speechless at this point. Saying, I tell this man very lactose intolerant, he recommends pizza, cheese, and God knows what else. I know, like I said, I told you that I'm not good advice whenever it comes to it. That's funny though, Matthew. Thank you, dude. Seriously, so much. Yeah, no, I think a sub would be better off, honestly. Right? I mean, figured so. Matthew, once again, thank you, dude. Seriously, you have done a lot of support tonight. So, thank you so much, man. Matthew, you rock, dude. Let's see here. But yeah, I mean, this is also like going to bring some heavy rainfall too. From what it looks like, the models really have this system like moving quickly. Like if I was to take a look here at the, let's see, yeah, look at that. So there's precipitation. We're going to take a look here at the total accumulation. If I can even, there we go, total accumulated precipitation. Yeah, you can see this big old streak. It looks like it's going to be rolling slow over the next little bit. You see it just kind of really slowly impacts, and as soon as it makes landfall, it looks like it's going to really pick up there, which is really interesting. Like it's going to really pick up in speed from what it looks like. Like I said, it's supposed to make landfall here for like the 12th. And like I said, we are going to be doing coverage on this here. Oh, that's interesting. Apparently NOAA's doing a training mission. Here, look at this. So here, yeah, this is interesting. NOAA's doing a training mission out there in basically the western Canadian coast. Wow. Obviously prepping for hurricane season. Now, honestly, I'm ready for hurricane season. Super ready for it. I'm sure a lot of y'all coastal people out there are not ready for hurricane season. Like I said, honestly, I get it. I do. But I'm ready to go whenever it comes to hurricanes here. I mean, like I said, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, we definitely got lucky last year, that's for sure. Matthew, the $2 super chat saying, sub sounds good. Yeah, I think you should do that, Matt. I think that's, you should stop spending your money here and actually buy a sub with it. Dude, like I said, you've helped out the channel so much tonight. Like Matthew, at this point, honestly, please just save your money. But yeah, no, I'm just curious to see once the mid-range and like I said, the short-range models really start to kind of pull up this this subtropical or the subtropical potential subtropical cyclone here. You know, really curious to see it. I mean, like I said, right now across the country, there's a heck of a lot of high pressure in place. I mean, you could see right there, majority, like I mean, a good 4/5 of the country. That's more than that. I'd say a good like 5/6 of the country at least is in the good, basically in high pressure. When does hurricane season start? I believe it is June 1st. It might, hold up, let's see. Let me look at this up here. I always get it mixed up. Hurricane season starts, yep, June 1st. I was right. I knew that. Yeah, June 1st and it ends on November 30th. So we're still a little ways away. I mean, we still have most of April to go through, and then May and June hits. And then we got to go in the tropics, my friends. So curious to see what that's. Like I said, right now we're heading into the severe season. I mean, obviously, I'm sure it's pretty obvious, considering how much severe weather we've had already. Luckily, like I said, the good news is that we are in a break here for a little bit. Let's see. Tell Jakey how drunk I was. Oh my gosh, I don't even have to say it. Go in our Discord server and scroll up a bit on Off Topic, and you'll see it. It's crazy. It was pretty bad, Matthew. It was pretty bad, that's for sure. Let's say we were in tornado season. Yes. Yeah, we are. And we will be for a couple of months. Like I said, it really seems to taper off in like late May. Like I said, I mean, severe weather is possible any time of the year. I mean, yes, it could happen in January through December. I mean, seriously, it could happen any month of the year. But it's more common during like these months. Like it really starts in kind of like late March, moving into April. It's a big month. May is a big month, and it kind of slows down after this here. See, this is the calm before the storm. Yeah, pretty much it is. It is because, like I said, right now we just have a lot of high pressure that's in place across the country. I mean, overall, if you don't know what high pressure does, is it leads to very nice conditions overall. I mean, it leads to sunny skies, leads to all that. But I mean, seriously, look at this. I mean, high pressure. You see dual high pressure systems on the east and the west, excluding a little bit of a moisture kick in the upper northwest. And that's for the 11th. That's a couple days now. But I mean, even going from the 11th and back here. I mean, like going back here into. Yeah, look at that. So you can see going back to even closer. I mean, obviously we have this little system that's kicking off across the southeast right now. That'll be out here by tomorrow, which is good news. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are tired of all that. But then, like I said, with that being said, that's that. Oh yeah, no, Matthew, it was pretty bad. Thank you, dude, once again for the super chat. See, alcohol poisoning is serious. It is very, very serious, and that's why you need to know your limits, and don't keep on pushing it, Matt. Once again, dude, seriously, thank you. Anyways, but like I said, if y'all have any questions, feel free to let us know. We'll be here for you. Like I said, we've been live here for a little bit over an hour. I think we're probably going to head off here pretty soon. Tomorrow on the plan here. Let's see. When it comes to tomorrow, tomorrow's plan, stream-wise, I might do a Q&A tomorrow. What do y'all think? Y'all want me to do a Q&A tomorrow? You guys seem to really enjoy that last time we did it. Last month. And like I said, I'm going to start doing that like every month. I could either do a Q&A stream or a Q&A video, but I think we're going to go with a Q&A video or Q&A stream. I think that's what we're going to do. Absolutely. Yeah, because like I said, I mean, obviously, we'll do a Q&A stream. I'll do a little brief weather update on it, obviously, on this, this system across the Gulf. But at that point, then we'll do a Q&A for the most part. Absolutely. Let's see. Matt with another 5. Dude, seriously. Matt, you need to save your money, man. I said, yeah, I do. That was all my name. I was trying to drink reality away, but I got a little carried. Yeah, a little bit. Jay Lou says, yes, please, and thank you. You stream. No problem. Philip says, Q&A. All right. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do a Q&A tomorrow. I'll set up the thumbnail and stuff like that tonight. So it'll probably be around like 7 p.m. or so. We'll do that. But yeah, no, we'll do a Q&A tomorrow. Absolutely. Let's see. They say to drink water with lemon every morning. Yeah, no, seriously, I know. That's full sure. Alrighty. Well, I'll tell you what, my friends. Well, I think we are going to call it a night here. Once again, thank you all so much for joining us. You guys absolutely rock. Like I said, love you all out there. Please stay safe. Even though we're just seeing a lot of calm conditions right now, so we're pretty much okay. So we can finally enjoy the next few days of a completely, perfectly fine United States regarding no crazy weather. So things are finally calming down for a little bit. But like I said, we have to watch out for that subtropical storm possibility next week, middle next week. So we'll watch it. But yeah, absolutely. Will I be on Discord tonight? Yeah. Yes, I'm always on Discord. I always keep it open anyways. Let's see here. J. Lou says, have a blessed night. You too. Thank you so much, J. Lou. Greatly appreciated. Matthew with a $2 super chat. Oh yeah, I just read that. Matthew, thank you so much once again, dude, for all the support. Like, That's crazy, man. Thank you so much for helping us out. And like I said, if y'all have not already, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. Leave a like. Once again, thank y'all. And all right, well, that is going to do it, my friends. We're going to go ahead and head off here to the ending screen. Once again, if y'all do want to talk to us, like I said, after stream hours, like I said, we have our Discord. Join it in the description. You click that More tab. Like I said, join our Discord there. We also have our Twitter. If you want to tag us on Twitter on something, like I said, tag us at NWW1162. And then, like I said, we'll... like I said, typically whenever we have like severe weather events and stuff like that, I will like tag, or you guys can tag me in a post like regarding, like I said, regarding any like storm reports and stuff like that during these events here. And then, like I said, we'll relay that. Anyways, my friends, once again, thank you all so much for joining us. Stream's gonna head off here in approximately 2 minutes. So if there's anything that you want to say to your friends and family, go ahead and do it now. But all right, my friends, once again, y'all take care, and we will catch you guys here later on tomorrow for a Q&A. All right, my friends, once again, love y'all. Please stay safe, and we'll see you guys here for tomorrow. Peace out, my friends.
The forecast for the local area. Rest of tonight, cloudy. Showers likely early this evening. Then a chance of showers. Much cooler with lows around 50. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. Sunday, mostly cloudy. Cooler with highs in the lower 60s. Northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly cloudy. Lows in the lower 50s. Northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Monday, partly sunny. Highs in the lower 70s. Northeast winds around 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Monday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Northeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Tuesday through Wednesday, partly cloudy. Highs in the upper 70s. Lows in the mid-50s. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of showers. Lows around 60. Thursday and Thursday night, mostly cloudy. Showers likely with a chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 70s. Lows in the lower 60s. Chance of rain 70%. Friday, partly sunny with a chance of showers. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of rain 50%. Friday night, partly cloudy. A chance of showers in the evening. Lows in the lower 60s. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-80s. The coastal waters forecast for the following: Appalachia Bay or coastal waters from Keaton Beach to Ocklawahnee River, coastal waters from Ocklawahnee River to Apalachicola, waters from Swanee River to Apalachicola, Florida extending from 20 to 60 nautical miles, coastal waters from Okaloosa, Walton County line to Mexico Beach out to 20 nautical miles, coastal waters from Mexico Beach to Apalachicola out to 20 nautical miles, waters from Okaloosa, Walton